Oh my goodness, remember that one time when I started Hapsala casting?
August! July!
Yes, 30th. The very day, the very concept of Hapsal casting came out of my mind when I was watching You Owe Us Royalties at Dai Tomodachi. The women, they're from the game Ballbusters. And now you think, Ballbusters? You must play as moles there then. No! You don't play as moles. You play as those women. You play. You play as the women. And with my disappointment and sheer craziness, but not really disappointment, it's okay. I decided, but hey, they're ballbusters. And what are ballbusters? They're They're moles. And then, so I started Hapstal casting. And when I arrive at that mansion, if those women are there, I shall cast my very first Hapstal cast spell. And it goes by Hapsala cast, balls go in holes. Hapsala cast, you shall be moles. And then I shoot out a cast beam or a spell beam. Everyone who doesn't want to be moles, better get out of the way of the spell beam. Because once they're struck, they're turned into moles. Uh-oh! Some unfortunate victims stood in the way of the spell beam. But what do we do? Well, we do an Hapsal uncast spell. If you want to turn the poor little mole victims back into their original form, you go Hapsal uncast, balls go out of holes. Hapsal I uncast, now you shan't be moles. And there we go. All the casualties are now back to their original form, no longer the moles. No, I'm okay. I am absolutely okay. Really, I am fine. I sometimes get to be this maniacal. Sometimes I do laugh myself out of it. And that's probably it for this whole commercial thingy. Stay tuned for the guide how to Hapsala cast. Thank you for listening. Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Hapsal casting! Previously, we showcased how to turn someone into a mole with the use of a Hapsala cast. And then we turned the poor unfortunate moles back into their original forms with an Hapsala uncast. Well then, now you don't know how to Hapsala cast? Well, that's okay. I shall teach. I shall teach you. A rule? Not really rules. I'm just gonna say how it goes. First, you have to say Hapsala or Hapsal at the beginning. Then you say either I cast or I uncast. Then you have to be very smart when it comes to rhyming. Hapsala casting is very much based on / inspired by the classic cast spelling by wizards. And those wizards and witches, they used rhymes in their spells if that spell one has to work. Or if they wanted that said spell to work. But if you have to rhyme the spell, you kind of have to be smart with it once again. But also, you have to write something that commonly happens or unhappens, whatever, I don't know. Like, I don't know, balls go in holes, and to uncast, balls go out of holes, or something like that. Or to cast, a chicken is baking in the oven, and then to uncast, a chicken is pulled out of the oven. Like that. And then to finish the Hapsala cast, or Hapsala uncast, you have to say, well, on the first, if you are, or well, it's the victims that are being turned. So it's like the second person, or something like that. Maybe it could be other persons, I don't know. So it is like, you shall be that very thing you want to turn something into something. And, well, there's you shall be. It's like, well, the victim shall be transformed into a certain thing. And then, with the uncasting, you use you shan't be, which is the opposite of shall be. Well, obviously. But also, like, if you don't understand what that line is, then you're gonna go, you shall not be. And there we go! That's how you Hapsala cast! With the words! Now we shall do physically. Magic obviously can go out of hands. But it's mostly wielded by staffs, or wands, or swords, or like any random weapon, or any like, well, staff, or a scepter. You use that for that magic, don't you? Well, if you really want to go to the basics, and just use the basics since you really don't have anything, do you? Well, you put the fingers in the shape of a gun and start swinging said arms in the shape of a gun together, loopwise, and then either clockwise or counterclockwise with said loop, depending on if you want to Hapsala cast someone or Hapsala uncast someone to be something. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall conclude this little Hapsala cast learning thingy. Probably another commercial, I don't know. But it's like the second thing. And there, this shall be the tutorial on how to Hapsala cast. I guess nothing will come out. And I'm not doing any other videos. And that's it for this edition of Hapsala casting. Thank you for watching.